Hi guys, Mrs. Fink here. So today we are actually going to talk about how to simplify a rational expression. One of the first things I just want to review, since this is some new content, is what a rational expression actually is. So you see the definition at the top here, but essentially a rational expression is any fraction where either the numerator, denominator, or both have some kind of polynomial, meaning some kind of term like x plus 5 or x squared minus 9. And you see a bunch of examples here. All these different values are considered polynomials because they have numbers and variables. So that's kind of what a rational expression is, as opposed to just a normal fraction where it could be like 2/3. This now has some kind of variable and number in either numerator, denominator, or both. To simplify a rational expression, which is what we're going to focus on both this week and next week. So if you read the agenda, you saw that I put in there, there's not going to be a quiz this week. It's not actually going to be until next week because we're going to practice simplifying for the next 2 weeks because it is little bit more challenging. But essentially, to simplify a fraction, all you want to do is factor the numerator and denominator and then cancel out any common factors. So anything that both the numerator and the denominator have. So you can see this example down here where I started with a basic example of fractions, 20 over 35. When we simplified that in the past, this is back in elementary school, you look for something they both had in common. They both have a 7, so you can actually cancel it out as a 7 and be left with 4/5. For a rational expression, again, I wrote this example in factored form, but you'll notice the numerator is the quantity x plus 2 times the quantity x plus 3. The denominator is the quantity x plus 2 times the quantity x plus 5. Well, since they both have an x plus 2, you can cancel that out in the numerator and denominator. And your simplified form would just be what you're left with, those two binomials, x plus 3 over x minus 5. So that would be the simplified form. Again, to simplify, you cancel any factors the numerator and denominator are in common. So we're going to hop right in with some examples because I think the easiest way sometimes to see this or to learn this is to see it. So in that first example, 15x over 5 minus 10x, there's no way to factor the numerator. So I'm just going to rewrite that as 15x. In the denominator, there's a GCF of 5. So when I factor out a 5, I'm left with 1 minus 2x. Now I'm looking for something that the numerator and denominator have in common. In this case, it's going to be, right, a 5. 15 and 5 are both divisible by 5. So a 3 here, a 1 here. And so my simplified answer then is going to be 3x over, right? The 1 is out in front, so it's 1 minus 2x. And there's my simplified answer. Again, I factored any part that could be factored to look for a common factor. All right, so let's hop to number 2. Number 2, in that numerator, I can start by taking out a GCF of x. So I'd be left with x squared minus x minus 12. Now that's a trinomial that can actually be factored further. So I'm going to continue factoring. So I've got my GCF, and then I know that can be factored into what two numbers multiply to negative 12 add to negative 1? X minus 4, x plus 3. So now I've factored the numerator all the way. I'm going to do the same thing to the denominator. From the denominator, there's a GCF of an x. Take that out, I'm left with x squared minus 9. And then I can actually use dots on this. Difference of two squares. So I'm going to factor it all the way, bring my GCF over. And then we know, according to the dots pattern, it should be x plus 3, x minus 3. And now that I've factored it as far as it can be factored, I'm looking for factors that cancel, right? So in this case, I've got an x in the front, and then I have an x plus 3 in the numerator and x plus 3 in the denominator. So I've canceled all of the common factors. Again, factors are things that are separated by multiplication. So let me write that in green above here. Right here. Factors of a polynomial are separated by multiplication. So when I was looking to cancel things, again, I looked. This was x times the quantity x minus 4 times the quantity x And then to get back to my final answer, the only thing I'm left with in the numerator is x minus 4. The only thing I'm left with in the denominator is x minus 3. And that's my final answer. Right? Again, to make a little note here, right? I can't cancel the x's, right? I can't cancel the x's in this one, right? Because they're not separated from the other number in their numerator and denominator by multiplication. That's a whole factor of x minus 4, and the denominator is a whole factor of x minus 3. So I can't cancel that. Now let's hop to this third one. So in the third one, when I go to factor in the numerator, I'm going to use dot. So x minus 2, x plus 2. In the denominator, I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to negative 2, add to negative 1. So that's going to be negative 2 and positive 1. And then I look for things that can cancel. In this case, I have a common factor in the numerator and denominator of x minus 2. So my final answer would be x plus 2 over x plus 1. Now I've simplified that one. And for my final problem, to factor the numerator, I'm doing a little guessing and checking. I'm just going to come down here a little bit, show a little bit of space. So I'm just guessing and checking for this numerator. I know it has to be a 2x and an x. I know all the terms, all the signs to be positive. So if I do a 3 here, right? I do a 3 here, a 1 here, that's going to give me outer terms of 2x, inner terms of 3x, that gives me my 5x. Now I factor that numerator, right? And then in the denominator, I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to 3 and add to 1. So it's going to be 3 and 1. And then when I go to look for a common factor, I'll notice in the top and the bottom I have a common factor of x plus 1. So I can cancel that out. And then my final answer, my simplified form would be 2x plus 3 over x plus 3. Again, you'll notice, I'll make a little note here, I can't cancel these 3's. Because they are not separated from the other term in their numerator or the denominator by multiplication. 2x plus 3, it's x plus 3. That was multiplication in between the 2x and the 3 and the x and 3. I could cancel that. But since it's addition, I cannot cancel. So again, to sort of summarize for you here, when you're simplifying rational expressions, first thing you want to do is factor the numerator and denominator as much as you can. Then you look for any factors that can cancel, meaning any binomials or single terms that are the same in the top and the bottom. And then you have your simplified answer. All right, good luck with your practice.